One last takeaway that I'll give you before you all go back to run your real businesses in the real world is these businesses who are calling on you, telling you that they can help you get to the top of this mountain. One thing that you should make them tell you, or at least show you, or take you through, or explain to you, is how are you doing? How are you doing at all of these things we've just talked about today? Whether it's your website working on a phone or getting positive ratings, reviews on your website about your business, how are you doing? You may or may not be aware that you can get a score. And if you found anything interesting today and wanted to sit down and talk to anybody from Alligator about all the things we talked about today, what they mean for your business, this is how the conversation would start and more or less how it would end. Just like today is, no obligation, leave your checkbook at home. They'll give you a score. This business got a 53. It's not unlike a 53 on a high school biology test. Let's call it room to improve. But the question is, why did you get a 53? Well, no techno mumbo jumbo, no acronyms, green check marks, red X's. This business, their website doesn't work on a phone. These red X's over here, listing and claiming on these directories. The claiming is the postcard bit, right, with the phone number. These guys didn't do it. As a result, here's my first one. My first really complex technical acronym. NAP error rate, 100%. In the context of this presentation of a report like this, what might NAP error mean? It's a really fancy technical acronym. Hardcore stuff. Name, address, phone. 100% of the time people search for this business, the name, address, phone, and basic information about the business is wrong because they hadn't claimed them. They have no reputation online. How are their competitors doing? Well, you don't live in a vacuum, right? It's the reason you have cards in front of you where we're asking you to tell us who your competitors are. If you tell us, we'll show you not only what your score is, but what are your competitors' scores. Allowing you to think through, what does it mean if you have a 53, but two of your competitors have far better scores? Or if you and your competitors all have 53s, what might it mean if you had an 80? I would argue that this is the way a conversation about your business and digital should start. Is how are you doing? What could you do to improve? What might it mean if some of those red X's turned into green check marks? And that's the way these guys would love to start a conversation with you about your business, is with a scorecard exactly like this. And if any of that is at all interesting, you can sign up in the back, you can fill out a card. I promise you that the first